Hi guys! So here we are back in the kitchen together. We're gonna make super easy and delicious 3-minute asparagus. And also it's fun to be back in here with you guys. It's been 2 weeks because, as you guys know, my grandfather passed, who I'm very close with and love him so much, and so that was intense and is intense. But I very much continue to move forward because he was a very, kind of like a bull, like very, very strong-minded and full of willpower. So I know that he wants me to just like keep moving forward and keep being productive and keep sharing value in all the areas of my life. So here we are. So I'm really excited to make this asparagus with you guys. Comment below, say hi, tell me who you are. For some reason, like it will only sometimes tell me who, and then I only know like 1 out of whoever's watching, or 2, whatever. Hey Kayla, you're awesome too. Okay, so we're gonna make asparagus, and I just want to give you guys a little background. Number 1, I really like asparagus, and when I first tried making it, I don't even know. Honestly, I probably didn't even try for a long time because I was just like, oh, that looks hard. And then I think I did make it one time and it came out really bad. So I was like, there goes that. But then my mom was like, oh, you have to break off the tough ends. And I was like, what? That's so annoying. So I made it like once, but then I never made it again because it was way too annoying to do that. So FYI, whoever doesn't know that, if you're making it fresh, you have to like break off the tough ends. And to me, that's like just one more step in between me. Is it okay to eat it raw? I think so. If you want, I can double check for you. For sure, it's fine. The only reason I would be careful is if you have a thyroid condition. Certain vegetables that are cruciferous can have a negative impact on your thyroid if you eat them raw. So that's more like cauliflower and cabbage and broccoli. I'm 99% sure that asparagus doesn't land in that category, and it's totally fine to have raw, but I will double check for you. But I was saying that the breaking off the tough ends, I just find, like, if you have the patience for that, like, good for you, that's awesome. I totally don't. Like, I do in my head, but then when it comes down to it and I'm actually making it, I wind up just letting it go bad in my fridge or waiting too long, and then they're not great. You're so welcome, Dahlia. But I found, of course, an awesome solution. Yay! So I buy the frozen asparagus. I get it usually at Trader Joe's if that's where I am. They don't have it organic, unfortunately, but I just make that compromise and move on with my life. Whole Foods has it organic. So that's awesome when I go there, because I feel like just like spending my whole paycheck at Whole Foods. Yay. Just joking. I don't ever feel like doing that. Anyways, okay, let me just show you how it's done. It's super easy. First of all, look. I'm not even gonna like prop up the camera because there's nothing to show you. I just have the bag and my peeled garlic. That's pretty much all it is. Okay, so I'm gonna put the pan on here. I'll flip the camera around so you can see. Okay, so there's my pan. See, I have the fire on high. I'm gonna put olive oil. You guys know this is my favorite one, the Costco one. The reason why it's my favorite is because a lot of olive oils that say they're olive oil are not actually olive oil. They're lying. But this one has been third-party verified, and so that's awesome. Okay, look, so the oil's in there heating up. Now, if you're ambitious, you could chop this up. But if you're lazy like me, you can just go like that, and it works great. So I'm going to let the, sit there for a second. Then I'm going to rip open my bag. You know what? I have to put the phone down for a second to do that. So here, now I'll put you in your usual spot. And if you guys have any questions so far, definitely let me know. So here's the asparagus. Rip open your bag. And this is actually a practical thing. So if you want it to come out like amazing, then, oh look, I'm just pulling them out of the bag. They're still totally frozen. I didn't defrost them. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Okay, so if I would have been like really careful, I would have gotten like my bigger pan, but I think it's dirty right now and I just didn't. So they could lay totally flat. So see, it's just in there like that. And then do my salt, my pink Himalayan salt. See, I'm just gonna, like that. I'm gonna put a couple more. Now I'll tell you guys the truth. If I was making this, hey Panthea, if I was making this for my family only right now, I would put the whole bag in and it wouldn't come out as amazing. So if you're like medium ambitious, you can do that. But look, now I just put the top on and give it a shake. See, I'm shaking it. Can you see that? Like, shake, shake, shake. And I'm going to come back to it in like 3 minutes and it's going to be all done. And it's going to be really good. And we're going to put some tamari on top and I'll show you. Just drizzle it on. But what was I saying? So when I honestly make it for my family, I just dump the whole bag in because we all like it enough that even if like some of it's a little mushy and some of it's a little overcooked, it's yummy enough that we don't care. I'm not going to like make it in small batches. But it comes out definitely better if you only do like kind of maybe one or at most like two deep, and that like they're kind of all touching the pan and they're not like all clustered together. Because if they're all clustered together, then they kind of steam more, versus like when they do it like this, they're kind of like more roasty and awesome. So yeah, that's what I find works really well. Otherwise, I mean, like I've had them other places and it's just like they're decent, they're okay when you just like steam it or boil it, but it's really, I don't know, this is so much better. Like, also the truth is I know a lot of people like to steam. For me, steaming is annoying. It takes too long, and then I feel like it's really easy to like steam it too long or steam it too short, and then it's bland. This just really, really works well for me. Honestly, I don't know if you could steam the frozen ones, how it would come out. It would probably be okay, but I find that this just works better. On the high flame is really important too, because if you do it slow, like on a lower flame, they get like, it just doesn't work out as good. You got to do it on the high flame. Now, I'll tell you some of the benefits about it. So number one, I said, right, it's really great for detox, weight loss, it prevents birth defects, and helps your skin glow. Woohoo! So that's because it's a dark green vegetable. And so dark green vegetables in particular are really, really good for detoxing. Those of you who watch these and know me probably have heard me say that before, but I feel like it always bears repeating. Also because, hello, welcome to all the new members. I'm so happy you're here. And hello to all the old members. I'm so happy you're here too. Okay, so basically what happens is the dark green vegetables have a lot of what's called folate. Right? You probably have heard that before if you've ever been pregnant or you're trying to get pregnant. That you probably hear it in the form of folic acid. Hey guys, hi new people, say hello. So folic acid is the precursor to folate, like your body converts it to folate, but a lot of people honestly have trouble converting it, and so it's actually much better just to take it, if you're taking it as a supplement, to take it, hey Gabriella, to take it in the form of folate. But even better than that is just to eat the food that is naturally rich in folate, and that's like almost all dark green vegetables, so that's a big win for asparagus. Now, funny thing, if you've ever noticed how like asparagus kind of makes your pee funny, stink bad, right? It's because it has a compound in it, and I forget exactly what it's called, but it's basically like asparagusin acid or something like that. Like the word asparagus is in it, and it's very similar to like sulfur, and so that's why when you go to the bathroom afterwards, it always smells really strong. Nothing's wrong with you. It's just part of what happens. And so it also, what else did I tell you? Weight loss. Why does it go for weight loss? Because detoxing is actually really helpful for weight loss as well. Because this is so fascinating to me. Is that, right, our bodies are brilliant, but you know what, hold on, it's smelling good now, so I think it's ready. Okay, here it is. I'm standing here and it smells good. To me that sounds ready. Look at that. Perfection! How good do they look? I hope that you can see they look really good. Bright green. If I would have done it on like, snap, I need to get a plate. To see my dirty kitchen. No. Oh well, won't be the first time. Okay. See my unmedicine cabinet, right? It's all just vitamins and whatnot. Anyways, okay. So, let me grab a fork. So, there we go. I try to plan in advance, but I forget sometimes. Okay, so look, so beautiful, right? They look so good. So one of the things also, if you care about presentation at all, I find it makes a big difference to have them all facing the same way. Like when they're all straight, they look so much better than when they're like turned. Okay, see, looks what happens. It's awesome. If you have just one layer, see like the bottom layer gets a little browned. Can you see that a little bit? So it looks almost like you like grilled it. And then I just put these like extra garlic pieces, which you know I pre-peeled. You know I don't peel garlic. And they're on top. How good does that look? And now, okay, this is the magic cake. First of all, you can totally just eat it as is like that. It's really good. But if you want to take it up a notch and make it even better, pour some of this. Organic tamari, which is just a way healthier, tastier, and overall better version of regular soy sauce. Oh, look, I'm almost out. See, I go through a lot of it. So there you go. It's so good. And, like, we eat it all the time. My husband's like, oh, are you making asparagus today with your live? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, awesome, I'm going to eat it all. Okay, so what was I telling you, though? Okay, so about detoxing and how it relates to weight loss. I think this is so fascinating, is that, you know, our bodies are not, we're not math equations. The whole concept of calories in and calories out will affect your weight is really outdated and ineffective. And any of you who are like chronic dieters, which I hope you're not, because it just like doesn't feel like it's so loving to yourself, but that you have any experience with living that way, know that it doesn't work that way, and that you can starve yourself even, God forbid, and that looks really good. Definitely try it. Yay, I'm so glad, Lisa. If you do, I mean, not if you do, you're gonna do it. Please post a picture. I'd love to see. It makes me feel so proud. What was I saying though? I was saying about if you're a chronic, oh, right. So that weight loss is not about calories in versus calories out. We're much more of a chemical reaction than a math problem. And so because our bodies are super complex and brilliant. And so what happens is if there's too many toxins in our system, then where do I get organic tamari? I get it at Whole Foods. I order on Amazon. You could just look around for organic tamari. I get the gluten-free one. Usually I try to get the gluten-free one because we all do better gluten-free, but you don't have to if you do fine on gluten. Anyways, about, okay. If your body's brilliant, and if you have too many toxins floating around your system, your body's going to try and protect you to get it out of your bloodstream, and it stores it in your fat tissue. Right? So that's like an amazing thing that it does, is trying to protect you. But then because of that, if you start working out a lot, or you start doing other things, like other strategies, other effective and healthy strategies to lose weight, but you're not, one of the big things to consider is if you need to detox, right? And it doesn't have to be like a crazy thing. It can be as simple, sometimes, right? Depends on the person. It can be as simple as, having more vegetables and more dark green things. But so basically it helps you detox because it cleans your liver. Hey Tova, so good to see you. It cleans your liver and it cleans your blood. And so why, like, how is that related is it's exactly what we're talking about. So if your body, for example, like if you're trying to lose weight but you can't, one of the reasons that happens, right, is because your body is protecting you because it doesn't want to release the fat tissue, because then all those toxins are going to flood your bloodstream. And if you're already like at maximum capacity, that would be like poisonous for you. So your body's protecting you. So if you don't want to get like stuck at that stage, if you clean your liver and you clean your blood with a lot of really good vegetables, like asparagus, it doesn't have to be like fancy supplements. I barely use supplements. Like you saw in my cabinet, I have a bunch, but that's like because I've, been into this for several years. So like here and there I'll use them. But like with my clients, I would say 80% of my clients don't even take any supplements. I don't tell them that they need to. And if they, and some of them will, but it's really not, the food really is all that you need. Anyway, so then once your liver and your blood is cleaner again, then it's safe for your body to release the fat tissue. And then, because then your body's able to process out those, I'm talking with my hands, but you can't see. Your body's able to process out those toxins safely and effectively. So that's how it relates to weight loss. Also, because it detoxes, That's also a big part of how it relates to your skin, because your skin is your biggest organ. I'm gonna see if I can sit here while I talk to you. Does that make the lighting weird? I feel like this happens every time I try it, and then the lighting gets super weird. So your skin is your biggest organ. So whatever you can't effectively detox through your stool, aka poop, right? Or urine, pee, right? I'm such a little kid. Whatever you can't effectively detox through those things, you will have to detox another way. And so often when a person has a lot of acne or cystic acne or rashes or things like that, that's your body's like trying to detox through those other organs. And so actually, from like a holistic and a deep health and functional medicine perspective, I would never advise anyone to use like a steroid cream or any other kind of cream that like forces a rash or something to go away, right? Because for example, if you're having a rash, then it could be for a lot of reasons, right? So you obviously should deal with it. I'm not saying don't deal with it, but I'm saying it's much more effective to get to the root of it. Like for some people, let's say it's a food allergy. It's something they're eating, but they don't know what it is. They don't. So it's causing inflammation in the body. The body's seeing it as toxic. If you're just putting a steroid cream on it, that's forcing all those toxins just back into your system. It's not making, it's like, you know, you're like painting over mold in your house, God forbid. So that's why I would say better to just cleanse your liver, right? And then your body won't have so many toxins that's stuck trying to come out of your skin, on your face, or anywhere else. Okay, there was a couple questions, which is so exciting. Love when you guys ask questions. Okay, coconut aminos, they're good. It would probably be good. Honestly, I haven't actually bought it yet. I know everyone talks about it and all of my health nut friends talk about it. But I just haven't. I'm happy with Tamari. I'll tell you the truth. Generally speaking, I just veer towards more what has been working for thousands of years. So I am, you know, I want to say 99% sure that coconut aminos are like totally legit and fine and healthy and I would use them, but I'm just less inclined to because they're new. So, and generally speaking, when it's new in the food world, it's not generally a step forward. Like the average asparagus that I buy is not as healthy as the average asparagus that my grandmother or great grandmother would buy at my age, just because there's so many things done to it now that weren't then. But yes, coconut aminos I think are good. What other veggies are good for the liver and kidneys? Gosh, there's so many, but in general speaking, just the dark green veggies are really powerful for detoxing of everything. Maybe we'll do a webinar on detoxing if that guys appeals to you. Seems like you're interested. Okay. So I think that's all for today. I actually do, I'll post afterwards. I'll do like a poll of what kind of webinar you want next because I have ideas. And so I'll say, you know, if you want to do more of like a topic one, like maybe we'll do grains or dairy or something, or more of like a practical, like how to get dinner on the table in like 10 minutes without even a lot of prep. Like people that do a lot of food prep, I have so much respect for, but even that is like, it's like pretty annoying to me. Or I'll do it, but I'll do it like, I'm not going to spend a day doing it. Like if it's going to take me an hour to prep for the week, maybe I'll do it, but honestly, I don't really do it. I just have figured out how to get dinner on the table in like, you know, with like 10 minutes and then like done. That's about all the patience I have. So anyways, I'll put a poll for that. And I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome to everyone new. And if you have any more questions, let me know. And I love you. Bye. You'd like a demo on food with low glycemic index. That's interesting. Maybe I'll do, I think you mean webinar, domone. I think that's a typo. But about how low glycemic works. Lisa, if you want to respond right now, tell me if you're comfortable. What part of the glycemic index appeals to you? If you're trying just to balance your blood sugar, or if you're comfortable sharing if does diabetes run in the family, do one. That's what gotcha. Because a lot of people are familiar with the term glycemic index, but a lot aren't. And so if there's a specific thing that's more well known, I'd rather make it about healing that issue, right? So how to balance your blood sugar, you know, how to prevent diabetes, you know, do everything you can, the ups and downs, the mood swings probably, right? Okay, tell me more about that, and we'll take it from there. Okay, I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.